What I want us to look at tonight is what I think is the foundation for this on a daily basis, and that is you coming to a place where you have a daily quiet time with God. When I became a Christian at the age of 19 years old, I had a friend of mine named Jim Smith who had a really powerful influence on my life. And one day he sat me down and he looked at me and he said, "Steve," and he held up the Bible and he said, "This book will keep you from sin, or sin will keep you from this book." He said, if you have a daily quiet time with God, a daily time alone with God, where you meet with God in prayer and the study of the Word, he said, if you don't have a daily quiet time, he says, you will stay right with God throughout the course of your life. You know when he told me that? He told me that nearly 34 years ago. And I took that to heart, and from that time to this day, for the last 34 years, I've had a quiet time. I had one this morning. And I get up in the morning. First thing I do when I travel is I wake up. That's the hardest thing of the day, just to get out of bed. How many of you have a hard time getting out of bed? Yep. It's the hardest thing to do. I wake up. Second thing I do is I stumble down to my kitchen and I make a cup of coffee, a pot of coffee, because you know what? You can be you can be saved, but you can't be very spiritual if you don't drink coffee. And so I get up in the morning and I make a pot of coffee. And then usually I go take a shower, because showering is helping you to get awake. And then once I've showered, once I'm dressed, I go back down, my coffee is ready, I make my coffee, and I make my coffee by putting cream and sugar in it and putting whipped cream on top of it. It's really not coffee, it's dessert every single morning. And then I sit down and I take my Bible and I open it up and I read it, and it's the best part of my day. It's the best part of my day. It's a quiet time. What I want to do tonight is I want to challenge you to have a quiet time. In raising our children and our family, if there was one thing that I tried